Hi everyone, Miss Brocker here. We're going to continue working with some fractions. Today our learning target is we will convert improper fractions to mixed numbers and we will convert mixed numbers to improper fractions. So the first thing we're going to do is kind of remind ourselves of what both of those things are. An improper fraction is a fraction whose numerator is greater than the denominator, making that fraction greater than one whole. So here's a couple of examples of improper fractions. About 4/3. So here we see that our numerator is greater than our denominator, meaning that these fractions represent more than one whole. Okay, here's another one. How about 5/2? Okay, and let's do 27/3. Okay, those are all examples of improper fractions, and you can see each one of those, the numerator is greater than the denominator, meaning that that fraction is more than one whole. Okay, next, mixed numbers. A mixed number is a whole number with a fraction, so also greater than one whole. But the big difference you will see between improper fractions and mixed numbers is that you will have a whole number, for example, 3/2. So we have a whole number and a fraction together, or 7/1/8. Okay, both examples of mixed numbers. So you have a whole number value and a fraction together. Okay, first thing we're going to do is work on converting improper fractions to mixed numbers. A lot of times when you are doing addition or subtraction, you might have to do this step. So this is going to build up to next week where we work on some addition and subtraction of fractions. Okay, first one we're going to start with is 18/5. So that means we could do some fraction modeling to help us imagine this, but we have 18 1/5 pieces. And what we want to figure out is how many wholes we can make or how many 5/5 we can make. And then maybe see if we have any leftovers. Okay. Okay, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to divide our numerator, 18, by our denominator of 5. Okay. When you go and do this division, the whole number is going to go up in your quotient, and then you will have a remainder or a leftover that is going to be the numerator of your fraction part of your quotient, the fraction part of your mixed number. Okay, 18 divided by 5 is 3. 5 times 3 is 15. And do subtraction here. I know that 8 got a little wonky looking. 8 minus 5 is 3. Okay, so this is our leftover piece. That means that we have 3 1/5 pieces left over. We can't make another whole or another 5/5. So this 3 is going to come up and be our numerator, and our denominator is going to be 5 or fifths again. Okay, this is the same thing you do every time. So as you work on your independent practice and you get practice with this, eventually it should just pop back into your brain. Oh yeah, I know how to do this. Okay, build fluency with it. Okay, next one over here, we're going to do 72/9. So this is an improper fraction. I know we're going to have a mixed number because 72 is more than 9. We're going to divide our numerator by our denominator. 72 divided by 9. Oh, this one's great. Is 8. We don't have any leftovers here. Okay, so that means that 72/9 is not a mixed number, it's a whole number, is equal to 8. Okay, next one we're going to do is 23/8. We're going to divide 23 by 8. I know that 8 times 3 is 24, but that's too much, can't go over, so I'm going to do instead 8 times 2, and I'm going to make sure, because this is going to be greater than one whole, it's going to be a mixed number, so I made that 2 kind of extra big in my quotient. 8 times 2 is 16, and then I'm going to subtract here. Borrow. 13 minus 6 is 7. Okay, so we're going to be 1/8 short of 3. And then this 7 is going to come up. It is going to be the numerator because we have 7 pieces out of 8 left over. And the denominator stays eighths. Okay, so these are equal, they're equivalent. 2 and 7/8 and 23/8. Okay, so we're going to do the opposite now. Now, you are more likely to turn improper fractions into mixed numbers than have to convert mixed numbers to improper fractions, but there are some places that this might be useful for us, and it's good practice anyways. So to turn a mixed number into an improper fraction or convert mixed number into an improper fraction, what we want to figure out is how many thirds are in 5 2/3. Okay, remember, an improper fraction is where our numerator is greater than our denominator. So the way that we can do this is we can multiply 5 times 3. And the reason why we can multiply 5 times 3 is because for each one of these whole numbers, we have 3/3 because one whole is equal to 3/3 of our denominator is 3. So what we're doing when we multiply 5 times 3 is we are multiplying that, how many thirds we have, times 3. So 5 times 3, and I'm going to write that product up here, turn to a little equal sign, equals 15. And then we're going to add the 2 that we have here. So 15 plus 2 equals 17. 17 thirds is equal to 5 2/3. Now, if you wanted to kind of check your work, you could do what we did on the last couple slides, and you could divide 17, we won't do this for all of them, 17 by 3 is 5, 15, and 2 left over, 2/3. Yep, looks good. Okay, now let's start on this one. Okay, we're going to multiply our whole number times our denominator. So 11 times 6 equals 66. And then we're going to add our numerator, kind of our leftover, those 5 1/6 pieces. 66 plus 5 is 71. 6. Okay, and then we're going to do this last one over here. 2 3/9 is a mixed number. We're going to turn it into an improper fraction, and we know that our denominator is going to be 9, so we can fill that in right away. We're going to multiply our denominator of 9 times 2, our whole number, and 9 times 2 is 18. There's that product right there of 9 times 2 equals 18. And then we're going to add our kind of leftover piece, our fraction piece, 3 to 18. 18 plus 3 is 21 ninths. If you wanted to check your work, you could divide 21 by 9, and hopefully we'll get 2 3/9. Let's check it out. 21 divided by 9 equals 2. 18. 21 minus 18 is 3. 3 comes up as our numerator, 3/9.